Hi, beautiful people. My name is Kristen. Thank you for stopping by my channel, finding out which 12 books of nonfiction were chosen by you for me to read in 2023. I tried to loosely put these in the orders that got the most votes and read them in that order, although I could move them around based on mood or buddy reads or themes that were going on. But definitely sometime this year, these will be read and reviewed. So starting in January, A Walk in the Woods, Bill Bryson, a beautiful nature memoir. Look forward. I've heard nothing but really good things about this. People at least liked it, if not loved it. So that will be a great way to start out my year. Thank you for picking it. That book got more votes than I think any other single book. I secondly am going to be reading Order of Time, Carlo Rovelli. This is basically a little scientific book about the nature of time. So I totally geek out about time and think of it as kind of the fourth dimension and look forward to learning more about it. I also will be picking up Crazy Horse. This is a little documentary on the statue that is being built in South Dakota, close to Mount Rushmore, but by the Native Americans. It is strictly by donation and self-done, not government-based or government-run park. It's a fascinating journey to go to both of those up there and to compare and to ponder some of the happenings between federal government and private. Next I will be reading I'll Be Gone in the Dark. This is the kind of documentary of looking for the Golden State Killer murders. I've heard a lot of really good things about this book. I'm not sure if it actually solves it in the end or if it just kind of outlines it and leaves it, but I do enjoy watching some of those cold case documentaries on TV. I find them kind of eerily fascinating and intriguing. So I do think I'm going to like that book, although it seems a little haunting. On a lighter note, Nala's World, about a cat that is adopted and then travels and journeys, like acts like a dog, basically. So a cat that acts like a dog. This is going to be really good. My husband will be jealous. He will want this. He will want to adopt this cat, but that will be fun. I'm going to do Kathleen Norris's The Cloister Walk. I have read Kathleen Norris's book, I think it's called Lakota, about just the South Dakota plains, and the beauty and her writing is just so incredible. So this, as a kind of spiritual walk book, I am just highly anticipating just beautiful good things for it. And that one looks like it's about in the summer when I actually could take some literal walks. So I will try to see if I can even vlog or put those together. For another fun summer read, The Parables of Peanuts. I adore Charles Schulz and the Peanuts. So this kind of little analogy book that kind of takes some of his most famous cartoons and kind of talks about them, breaks down the meaning behind them and some of what he was doing. Now, if you kind of weren't paying close attention, he was just really cutting edge, kind of putting together a lot of kind of anti-bullying, particularly around Pigpen and Linus with his blanket, and then dealing with some racial issues and some of those controversial decisions. But he did it very intentionally, very lovingly, very thoughtfully, and I just really appreciate that story. So I'm hoping that those kind of things are all in there. Talking about beautiful books with impact, Kisses for Katie. This is a young girl who goes off with a ministry team to do ministry in Africa and is just completely overwhelmed by the call to adopt, basically, I think like literally 20 kids and become their mom, and just kind of transformed her whole life around this ministry of giving some of these kids a mom and a home. So beautiful story. Look forward to. Also, turn right at Machu Picchu. This is a documentary of Peru, and woo, I got a bonus. Hold on. I get a bonus card. There's a picture of the site, so that's beautiful. This actually did come in a box subscription on Peru, like one of those word traveling ones. So totally glad that y'all picked that for me so I can actually read it. I have been to Peru, but I have not, unfortunately, been to Picchu. I've only been to the city of Lima, but I spent quite a bit of time in Lima. Finding God in The Lord of the Rings. This will be a short, quick little read. I don't think there's pictures. No pictures, drats, but but a little, I'm thinking this is almost like a little devotion book, but we'll see. I really look forward to it because J.R.R. Tolkien did not write Lord of the Rings to specifically be an allegory or supposed to line up as, you know, a Christian story per se, but he himself was Christian, so obviously some of his beliefs or values at least would be in there. For November nonfiction, I will be reading White House Diary. I'm super glad that this got picked and chosen. I really kind of in some ways wish I had read Carter before I read Reagan, before I read Bush. I'm like kind of going backwards in my reading of my autobiographies by the presidents, but that's okay. I'm totally looking forward to Carter. I'm not as familiar with his legacy and things that he did. I was alive but very young when Carter was in office, so I will keep you posted on that review. And then I will wrap up the year with a book that I have been wanting to read probably for at least 2 years. Maybe you should talk to someone. This is a memoir of a therapist and then kind of her struggling with her own issues and needing to talk about it. So talking about being a therapist, helping people, and then helping herself. So I just really think this will be a beautiful, powerful, cute book to read. So those are my 12 nonfiction that you chose for me. Thank you. I am super excited about each and every one of them. Can hardly wait to get to them and share them with you. Thank you for stopping by. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can not miss any of the reviews. Y'all have a great year. Take care.